Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to episode 2 of my Big Four Diaries. You guys, I'm so excited about this series because I've always wanted to talk about my Big Four experience, but to be honest, I just felt like I wanted to wait until I left before really diving into it. And yeah, thank you guys for all the love on my last video, which was the first episode, both on YouTube and outside YouTube. I actually want to take this medium to appeal to people who love texting me about my videos on WhatsApp, outside of YouTube. It'd just be really nice for you guys to leave your comments on YouTube and let us talk about it on YouTube, okay? Because it helps me and it also helps you. But anyway, regardless, I absolutely love hearing from you guys and getting your feedback on my videos and how they've helped you in some way and all of that good stuff. Okay, right? So let's get into today's business. So if you're seeing this video, the truth is I have actually left the Big Four, and the video I made, the last one where I was talking about my Big Four experience, is actually kind of late, right? It's typical YouTube behavior, right? Like, I made the video a while back and I just sort of wanted to wait until I left the Big Four before sort of rolling out the series and rolling out the episodes. So yes, that video is a little bit late because now I have fully left the Big Four and I have now moved into the industry, which is something I have always wanted to do. So if you remember, in my last video I was talking about how the major two popular routes, right, in Big Four is basically either for you to wait and climb the ladder to make partner, or you move out to move into the industry. So I sort of always knew I was going to take the second route, right? I always knew I was going to sort of move into the industry at some point. So yes, it has finally happened and I have now left the Big Four. So in this video, we're going to dive into, reasons why I left and, all that good Big Four gist, basically. Anyway, so for me, I don't feel like moving into the industry is something that is new or something that just came upon me one day out of the blues, right? So even when I was an associate in PwC, I sort of knew that I was going to move into the industry sort of in between the assistant manager and manager level. So it was either moving to the industry to make manager or something. I just had that premonition that that was what was going to happen with me, mostly because when I was in PwC, so once you make manager, basically you start having sales targets, targets to bring in clients, monetary targets that you kind of need to meet. I really don't know how serious or how strict they were with those targets, but I'm sure it's definitely fed into your performance ratings. So I knew managers in PwC back then, they had sales performance targets. So basically from manager, senior manager levels and above, you basically would most likely have a sales target. So you need to bring in revenue for the company and make sure that you're keeping the key clients and things like that. So because I did not think I was a very salesy person, right, I sort of always knew most likely I'm not gonna be here for this. Okay, most likely I would move into the industry where I don't need to do all that. So yeah, I sort of always knew I'd most likely move into the industry at some point, right? Although in EY it was quite different because the managers in EY did not have sales targets as part of their performance ratings, at least officially, right? But the truth is, both offline and online, okay, let's say offline, right? They still had performance targets, sales performance targets, even though on paper it's not a thing for them. But the truth is, when they are having this, performance discussions and promotion discussions, these things actually come up because the truth is, some other people who are on the same grade as you would basically be bringing in clients. So if you as a person, if you're not, then it's definitely detrimental to you and your performance ratings. So yeah, somewhat it was still a target even for managers. So I was like, guys, I'm not sure I'm gonna be here for this. So anyway, initially the plan was, of course, to try to make manager in EY, then move to the industry from there. But it was just taking a little too long, to be honest, because apparently even some people that were assistant managers like me, they also bring in clients. And seriously, I heard literally that somebody brought in £4 million worth of work for the firm, and the person is on the same level as me. And I'm like, bro, where am I gonna start from? Where do I want to find clients that will bring in that amount of money? Like, this is exactly what I've been running from since I was an associate. So no, you guys, please, I don't want to have to do that. Anyway, of course, there were like other parameters that they were looking at and all of that stuff. And to be honest, I almost made it through to, you know, manager position within EY, but they said, oh, they had budget constraints. Because the truth is, actually, right now, I don't think the market is too good for some of the, you know, firms and things like that. So some of them are even like cutting staff and doing like really interesting stuff to, you know, try to keep themselves afloat. So they said they had budget constraints, and therefore I somehow did not make the final list. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm out of here, okay, because I didn't even really want this position like that, because I don't want to be doing no sales stuff. So yeah, when that happened, I basically decided, you know what, this is probably like the best time for me to, you know, just make the move into the market. So, you know, I jumped into the job market, so I was on ground, and thankfully I was able to secure this really amazing role that I have now. It's perfect, it's the position I've wanted, everything is, you know, good. Let's not go into too much details, but yeah, it's really good. I feel like there's going to be like a lot of learning involved as well. And yeah, basically the fact that I'm now in the industry, and seriously, one of the key things for me was, you know, focusing on one client, quote unquote, because now they're not a client, they're literally my company, right? But yeah, I really just wanted that opportunity to be able to like focus on one organization instead of working on multiple clients. Like, the kind of person that I am, I felt like that just did not work best for me. Like, I really want to embed myself in one company. I really want to learn about what you do. But with the big four, it wasn't exactly easy, because like 3 weeks here, 4 weeks there, 2 months here, and all of that. So you don't really like get to stay in one place and like really get grounded. But of course, I mean, that's what the work is, to be honest. You just have to like keep it moving. But to be honest, I feel like I've just really wanted an opportunity to be able to stick to one organization and just, you know, go all in, right? So yeah, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be doing that now. It's been a couple weeks there, and it's been so good. So yes, a little life update there, and also of course talking about, you know, some of the things that go down in the big four that, you know, you probably wouldn't know from the surface. Anyway, one of the comments I got from my last video was, you know, how I was able to secure my job, although in that video I was talking about my EY job, right? So I guess the person wanted me to address how I got my EY job, so I'm just going to like sort of address that briefly. And yeah, so basically, while I was in Nigeria, right, it was like there were like lots of job vacancies in the big four here in the UK. So of course, when you have big four experience, like I said in my last video, it's really transferable to like any country in the world. So once you have big four in your CV, you literally can just apply to any big four, like anywhere. If they are open to like recruiting people from your country, they will. So that's exactly what happened with the UK, right? So some UK big four firms were looking for people in various departments. So literally almost everybody I know from the big four, of course, applied. Lots of people got jobs here as well, which is so amazing. So it was literally like an exile from the big fours in Nigeria: PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, EY. Literally every of the firms like went through a lot during that period, because like everybody was just moving abroad, which is good for us. But yeah, so that happened, you know, when we anytime we saw, you know, those job adverts come up, we just apply, you know, tighten up your CV, make sure you represent what you're doing well, and all of that. So yeah, that was basically what we did. And then of course, once you know, because they were really like, I think that was just post COVID, so they had like a lot of work picking up at the time, so they really needed people. So they were recruiting like massively. So yeah, we basically did interviews, spoke to some people, and of course like lots of people got job offers like across the big four here in the UK. So yeah, that happened, and that was really the process. It was actually very, very easy and straightforward. You know, it's a different thing like when they need you, right? So it's like, you know, ASAP, quickly. And yeah, so it was very smooth. It was a very smooth and straightforward process. What else can I remember from it? Yeah, we basically did interviews, and then of course they gave the job offer, then they'll process your sponsorship to the UK, and then you'd move over. So yeah, that was basically it. I don't think, yeah, it's usually the interview processes are quite similar to what we have in Nigeria as well. You know, talk about yourself, talk about your experience. Of course, your experience is so key because they want to make sure that it aligns with what they're looking for, like every job interview, right? So yeah, those were the main things. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to people who have been in the Big Four. Most people are always willing to share information and knowledge that they have, although they know you will work. It will work, but the work will be worth it in the long run for sure. So yeah, those were some of the things that I can remember from the process. The person that asked the question, if you want more information, of course you can reach out to me and we can, you know, discuss in more details if you want. So yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I really just wanted to talk about my move out of the Big Four. But yeah, now that I'm out, I was telling people on my Instagram the other day that, you know, when I was in the Big Four, I really didn't want to like make too many videos talking about things, you know, happening in the Big Four, because sometimes, you know, you could potentially say something wrong that would get picked on, and I definitely did not want that to happen. Like, I didn't want to get all of that. Just like, I was seeing some videos online about people, you know, who made videos about their companies, and you know, they had to answer some questions, and I don't like to answer questions. So that was why I really put a pause on like making Big Four videos at the time, because, you know, safety first. But you know, now that I'm out, of course, if there is anything that I want to talk about now, I'm more than free to talk about it. So yeah, let's bring it on. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We have now come to the end of episode 2 of my Big Four diaries. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fun videos like this one, and don't forget to watch my travel vlogs as well, okay, because that's like my new favorite thing to do. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.